Interest. Interest is a percentage of money that is either paid by customers to financial institutions for loans borrowed or added to the final repayment price. It can also be paid to customers by financial institutions for depositing or investing their money with the institution. There are two types of interest, simple interest and compound interest. When calculating interest, we use three major tools: principal, rate, and time. The principal is the sum of money borrowed or invested. The rate is the percentage of the interest that will be added to the principal. The time is the length of time that the principal would be kept for. So simple interest, I is equal to R over 100 multiplied by P. In this instance, I is equal to interest and the principal invested for 1 year. When calculating simple interest for a period over more than 1 year, then the formula becomes I equal R over 100 multiplied by P multiplied by T. You can also calculate it as I equal principal by rate by time over 100 or principal by rate by time divided by 100. It's the same thing, you just have it in a different format. Compound interest. You can calculate the compound interest using the following formula. So A is equal to principal by 1 plus rate divided by 100 to the power of n. A is the total sum of money earned or paid at the end of the transaction. P is equal to the principal, R is equal to rate, n is equal to the number of years the principal compounded for, and 1 is 1 year. That's why you have the 1. So let's look at these examples for simple interest. Calculate the interest to be paid on a loan of $5,000 for 4 years at a simple interest rate of 10% per annum. So hence calculate the total amount to be repaid. So we want to plug in all our values from our formula here. So our principal is 5,000 because this is the amount the loan was in. Our rate is 10% because they say the interest rate is 10%. Our time is 4 years, so we have 4 years to pay back the loan. So our interest will be 5,000 multiplied by 10 multiplied by 4 divided by 100, because that's how we calculate interest. So our interest in dollars would be 2,000. So 10% of 5,000 is 2,000. Now we want to know the total amount to be repaid. The total amount to be repaid will be the principal plus interest. So that will be 5,000 plus 2,000. So the person have to repay $7,000. In this example, I have the simple interest on an investment of 40,000 for 3 years, amounted to 6,000. They want to know what rate of interest was paid. So rate equals interest multiplied by 100 divided by principal by time, or interest multiplied by 100 over principal by time. So interest is equal to 6,000, principal is equal to 40,000, because they gave us these figures. The time was 3 years, we missing the rate. Now the rate is equal to, you're just plugging the values into this formula here. So you get 6,000 by 100 divided by 40,000 by 3, or you could put it in this form, 6,000 multiplied by 100 over 40,000 by 3. And because you're using a calculator, the final answer would be 5%. Any questions?
No.
Okay, great. So I'll stop recording here.